It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look at the Penguin, Jalen Waddle. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Falcons, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Dreadnoughts of Columbus taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 3. Now Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Stroud looking to throw. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now it's 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. 3rd down here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. If he keeps going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McKinley throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. McKinley eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now this throw caught left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. McKinley. That's caught by Kincaid working the middle of the field. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. McKinley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. McKinley. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Stroud now on 1st and 10. This one caught by Ridley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers for Ridley a week ago. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off play action. McKinley. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. McKinley. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the bootleg, Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. It didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here goes Stroud again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dreadnoughts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The throw over the middle taken in. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. Here's Stroud. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Now it's the power game. Here's Young, the fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it. Sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On second down now, Meredith looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This now a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. McKinley. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, McKinley. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Meredith. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun. McKinley. Open man here. Sims complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here we go on 4th down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. McKinley. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Throwing again. McKinley. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dreadnoughts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Stroud now on second down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Brings up third and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. McKinley.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught by Sims. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Looking to throw. McKinley. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw on second down. McKinley. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up the coast on Chesapeake Bay in Virginia Beach, Virginia, where you see the final score there. Jonathan Mingo, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. In that game, all tied with the visiting Patriots.
Halftime.
This was an extremely
one-sided
first
right
half.
to the third
One team
quarter
showed
and
up,
continue
ready
this
to go.
mid-season contest.
The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Looking to throw on second down. McKinley, open net, and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Get on it! Oh! Hard defense, hit him hard!
Now a play fake here on first down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meredith. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Right back to him on first down. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now. Back to throw. McKinley. Hard throw. Incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will stay put at 17.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
Build that momentum, offense. Get after him, offense. Time to put some points on the scoreboard.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And that's complete. It's Sims. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Dreadnought.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Here is 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. McKinley, he'll buy some time, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McKinley, a quick throw, but incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Off play action. McKinley completes this one to Meredith. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McKinley. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Meredith, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. On 1st down, McKinley. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from 17 yards out. And the Dreadnoughts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Stroud looking to throw. This one caught by Ridley. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Alert! Alert!
On first down, Meredith to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They go play action here on first down. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dreadnoughts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Here goes Stroud again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, here's Stroud. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Running left, Taylor. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Here's Stroud. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run on first down. Meredith. There he goes left side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On first and 10, McKinley gets it to Meredith, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. Falcons 23-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meredith, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dreadnoughts are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading.